What other media products or survival guides do you think that Man vs. Notbrook was mocking?
Bear Grylls Man vs. Wild TV show. It's obviously a parody of that. The character Bant Sills is based heavily on Bear Grylls. He makes fun of Bear Grylls' catchphrases with the lines like my mother's sister's tennis partner, stuff like that. And also the backgrounds of the two characters, they're both quite middle class. They both just seem to be bored people who decided to make a TV show.
Give 3 reasons why this was recognisable. So what was similar to these products that you suggested?
Well, the catchphrase, making fun of Bear Grylls' catchphrases, that's a fairly good signifier of that. And also how it's shot, like these one shots that Man vs. Notbrook does is similar to Man vs. Wild, a little different, probably done as well. I mean, like as good as they do them in Man vs. Wild.
Was it made obvious that Bant was receiving help from his camera crew?
Yes, yeah, very obvious. Like you can tell he's really like struggling for ideas. That the Ilkeston platypus, although a completely stupid idea, it kind of shows his desperation that he relied on that, and other things as well, like when the producer got angry at him at the end, it's obvious that he was kind of, or well, it's not really obvious, it seemed to me that he was kind of pushing along Bant, like he didn't really want to be there that much, which is weird because you know, you'd think you'd want to be there if you're making something like that.
So the ending of the product might be quite confusing because of the fact that it might not be spotted that they're in the middle of an urban area. How far, to what extent did you understand the ending of the product?
I sort of, in the end, got that they were never actually very far away from civilization at all, despite all their claims, which is, I guess, kind of is like a jab at Man vs. Wild and Bear Grylls, because I mean the camera crew must sleep in a hotel, they don't camp out with them, do they? I think that was my impression of the ending. Whether that's right or not, no idea, because it was quite an ambiguous ending, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
So what channel or service would you kind of watch this program on? What distributor would you think?
You'd probably more likely to see it on YouTube than anywhere else, like an independent, not really a film company, just a group of people with a film background who made something and decided to put it on YouTube. I think that's really where you're most likely to see it.
So why YouTube?
Because it's not very high quality, but it's not very low quality. It's in that weird area that only really fits into YouTube. Like you wouldn't see it on TV because it's too short. Yeah, just stuff like that. It just fits in on YouTube.
Would you say that there's a wide enough audience on YouTube to watch the product?
Definitely. I think there's almost every type of audience you could ever want on YouTube. It's just so diverse now.
And do you think that a good followership could be established with the use of YouTube compared to what could be with channels?
Yeah, I think so, because it's a bit more personal, and I think people will like that. Uploading something to a YouTube channel, it's different than just going on TV. Like you see a lot of stuff on TV, you see a lot of stuff on YouTube, but everything on YouTube just seems more homemade, more personal. And some people don't like that, but some people really like that. So yes, I think it is possible to build a following.
Are there any broadcasting restrictions on YouTube? Like, do you have to follow a schedule like you would on the channel? For example, would it be shown exactly at 6:30 PM on a Saturday?
There's no scheduling. You just watch what you want when you want. Well, unless they can age gate content on YouTube if the creator chooses to do that. Obviously not necessary in this case because all the expletives at the end are bleeped out and there's no particular violence or anything like that.
And finally, do you feel that Man vs. Notbrook interested you? And if so, or if not, why?
In a lot of ways it did interest me. I thought it was quite funny. what it says is quite interesting about Man vs. Wild and about Bear Grylls and about the state of that genre, because it basically claims that it's all lies, which is a fair point, but it's also something that a lot of people have made over the years, and there are a few parodies of Man vs. Wild, some that are better, admittedly.
Okay, thank you for your time.